All right, everybody, welcome back to episode 7 of Die and Doozles, our campaign taking place in the world of Die, here with your usual Doozles crew. Everyone, if you would like to introduce yourselves in turn.
No, you do it.
I do it. Oh, okay. The Doozles crew is the Snoozles crew. They feeling a little lazy. Well, I'm gonna go in row based on what I see on my screen on Roll20. We start off with Zach, who is playing the character Heather.
Hello.
And then followed by Brianna, who is playing Tiffany.
Hello.
We have Corey, who is playing the indomitable Marcus Jr.
How you doing?
And then Haley, who is playing Chardonnay, who is playing Shannon, who is playing a Rage Knight.
Oh, come on.
I'm the dude playing the dude disguised as another dude. All right, so of course I am your game master, Rainey, on a new mic tonight. So if I sound a little bit different, that's why. Hopefully this will preclude the interruptions that you have unfortunately become accustomed to over the last few episodes. Where we left off, would anyone like to recap for the audience? Okay, I do that too.
I don't think Zach has done a recap yet.
Have I not?
I don't know. I don't remember you doing one.
I don't think you've done one in a while.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Sounds like you're being voluntold to do it.
so when last we left our intrepid assholes, Heather and Tiffy had decided to go get Ratchet at a club. Marcus was chasing down people in the Undercity and climbing his way up the Shinra Tower of Elfland. Shannon was spending some quality time with Reggie, and then getting abducted by the mob, who also then went after Heather and Tiffy, where we met Don Valjean. That wasn't his real name, but we called him Don Valjean, simply because, he basically described to us the fact that people in the Undercity were not getting what they needed, and it's your typical fantasy racism, elves being bad to everybody who's not an elf. So your trolls and your orcs and your unpretty people are getting crapped on by the pretty people. Well, that's pretty normal. And so we had agreed to provide some kind of assistance in the form of badness and explosives. Tiffy pissed off the god of war, who doesn't want us to end the war. And Marcus, as I recall, is about to confront the elven leadership to address some grievances.
Yeah, that pretty much caps us off. I believe Heather and Tiffany were in one group, Shannon and Regina were another, and two groups coalesced. So that meeting with Don Slogosh occurred without Marcus Jr. present.
Yeah.
So right now the party is split, 4 in one group, 1 in the other. What are we going to have the 4 of you do? I think they said something about, like, were you the ones who were supposed to plant the bomb? I know I'm the GM, but I'm having a hard time remembering.
I think the Don had said that his people would take care of it, but it would take him like
A day.
a day or so.
Oh, yeah. I think you're just kind of supposed to not start any shit for a day.
Oh, good luck with that.
Well, if that's the case, then we will do a light scene with the 4 of us, and then we shall shift over to Marcus, and then see where it goes from there. All right, so Heather, Tiffany, Shannon, Regina, still kind of here in the Undercity, but released from the company of Don Slogosh. Well, if you want, we can just go back to the penthouse and sleep it off.
It's probably the best idea since none of us have like had a sleep, like a proper sleep.
Well, Tiffy and I need to stop rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
is going on with your eyeballs?
Fancy schmancy eyeball drugs.
Peacock.
Yes, that.
Do they
You
have
don't
peacocks in this world?
say.
I don't know. I guess. What are my eyes doing?
They're
Well-
real big.
Your pupils are different sizes, so that's going on.
Oh, were we talking like that the whole time?
Yeah.
That's embarrassing.
Your eyes kind of look like, you know how if you like buy Pokemon cards and one of them is rare, it has like a foil.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
Well, that's fucking dope. Never mind.
That genuinely caught me off guard.
What? What?
Oh, let's see. Hey, Corey, how much fair gold do you have right now?
None.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh no.
I think I had the one I used to activate my stealth field, and then I deactivated it once I saw the dwarves, and they kind of gave me a hand.
All right. Well, you are about midway up the tower now. You're above the basement levels and things like that. You figure where you are now, you could probably make ingress into the building,
Mhm.
and you could blend in as long as you didn't have any prolonged conversations about your security clearance with anybody.
Hell no. Just walking in there like I'm there.
Okay. Let's see. Does anybody remember if Regina used any cheat tokens today?
I don't
Not in
think
the
you
lab
have.
I don't think so.
Okay, cool. Also, that's what they're called. All right, so Marcus, you're gonna just walk in, act like you own the place. You notice from here, there are a lot fewer checkpoints, a lot less places where you need like an ID badge to get in. It's kind of like modern security, really. Like once somebody like holds the door open for you and you get into the apartment complex, there's a
You're
lot
just
fewer places. Yeah.
using my AI system to track down any possible surveillance and exits.
So there is surveillance.
Mhm.
Cameras are not focused on the workspaces, places where people are getting bureaucratic bullshit done,
Mhm.
whatever elves do during the day to earn their paycheck. It's all just busy work, a way to kind of keep themselves from having to go outside and be exposed to the elements, really. You do notice that there is a piece of fair gold on one floor above you. Surveillance from here on is mostly going to be in the stairwells,
Mhm.
as well as near the offices of important figureheads.
Gotta make a small detour because I gotta get my drug.
They are hackable.
Oh, even better.
I'm going to set the difficulty to 2 for the any of the cameras, and it's going to be 1 to get through any door that's locked with like a keypad or something.
All right, and that is intelligence, if I'm not mistaken.
It is, yeah.
All right. Just gonna make my way to the where this fair gold is before continuing on.
It is in the office of the municipal water supply engineer.
Oh no. All right. Just just gonna walk in.
There's nobody there, as it so happens.
Bet.
And
Gonna
his
look
door
at-
is not locked. Yeah.
Oh, even. Gonna start rifling through things.
You don't need to. It's really just on top of his desk. It looks like he was playing with it. He's been just kind of like spinning it on his desk. Maybe something he found and brought to work.
Well, you don't need this today, buddy. Thanks.
Ding! You get a coin.
Awesome. Just gonna leave. There's nothing really here I need yet.
All right. You walk out of the office and you notice a rather rotund half-elf with bifocals making his way towards that office.
Oh, fun. Just gonna walk past. So I was like, all right, just kind of give him a nod, walk past.
So as you walk past, he says, "Hey," and he grabs your arm.
Yes.
If you're headed down to the administration files server room, can you take this for me and just drop it off with the receptionist? And he hands you a stack of USB drives.
Okay, I'll take care of that for you.
Great, thanks.
Yeah.
And he goes into his office.
Not taking this where it's supposed to go, and kind of slowly. I'm not sure if I can actually gather information from this.
You can, as a matter of fact.
Oh, even better. I'm just gonna. How many are there?
There are 8 like USB sticks, kind of in a plastic like. It's meant to hold these individual, very modular pieces of technology, but it's essentially the like futuristic equivalent of a manila envelope for physical storage.
All right, gonna just start going through them one by one.
It's all bullshit. Like it's all nonsense. Like you don't need any of it. It's minutia. On this day, the water tested for a pH level within a 0.6 variance within allowable levels, with an increase of 11% salinity as opposed to previous years during rainfall, etc.
Is there any? Is there like a garbage chute anywhere nearby?
So there's not a garbage chute, but
Damn it.
you can definitely just put this on somebody else's desk.
All right, cool. Just gonna find the first office I find and just open the door, set it in, leave.
Yeah, you do that. It's it looks like an
Gotta go.
already extremely overworked human who is just kind of the intern.
Hey, I'm gonna need you to take care of this for me, okay?
Oh, geez, more intake.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'll probably find someone to help lighten this load for you, but I'm gonna need you to take care of this for me. Post haste. All right, thanks, buddy. Gotta go.
Very well done. If there was inspiration in this game, I would definitely give it to you.
That's entirely what it's like in real life, having worked in corporate IT. It's like
Yeah, I'll find
exactly
somebody to
how
help
it
you.
goes.
Not me, but someone, definitely. Anyway, bye.
And then you promptly forget that person exists and don't answer their calls.
All right. One piece of fur gold down that I'm just gonna hold on to in case I really need to get the fuck out.
Now you can just put that in yourself. You don't have to spend it right away. You can just have it like waiting in the wings.
It's just kind of in my pocket at this point.
Okay. Yeah, you like having the physical object there. All right.
Yep.
You've got your
Yeah.
Chuck E. Cheese token.
And just gonna make my way back to where the head honcho's office is.
So it looks like there are elevators that will take you the rest of the way up. Those do have tags on them that you'll need to hack. There are also security camera ridden staircases that you can use. You'll have to make more checks, but the checks will be easier.
Go big or go home. We're just going to use the elevator.
All right, the difficulty on that is going to be a 3. However, you can use your class die for this.
All right, so let's roll that normally. That's D20s.
What do you know? All successes. Except, well, no, not the 2.
Yep. All right, so 46.
Still all successes.
Right.
Goddamn.
I will save my die for something else.
So I'm actually going to give you a little bit of a bonus since you got 2 6s on that. Not only do you succeed in getting the elevator to acknowledge you as a registered user, but the Dwarven ID badge that you had earlier. You gave that back, the engineer's badge. I'll say that you're able to encode your AI with a fake ID.
All right, cool.
So you don't need to make any more.
That. All right.
All right. Ding.
Well, I was going to say, like, in my head, it's like the Shinra theme starts playing in my head. I'm like,
I really wish that I had uploaded some elevator music.
That's fun.
You know what?
They have some. If you look under the audio files, I was playing it while I was waiting for everyone on Saturday. Yeah, if you look under the last audio library basically, and you type in elevator, it should be on there.
I do see it. Leopard print elevator.
Oh no.
Oh, dope.
So Marcus Jr. is in this elevator, and once it passes the middle levels, it kind of opens up into like a glass area that lets you see over the city. Because of course, if you're the kind of person who builds a giant phallic tower to rule from the top of, you want the view, right? And you're not going to give it to the lower levels. The light kind of cascades over your face as you pass through each level, because there are little lamps on these bands of like concrete and metal that separate each level, and they just kind of like pass over you and turn as you're headed up. It's raining.
Either I save this place or I blow it the fuck up.
Sir, this is a Wendy's.
Kind of jump like, who said that?
I am going to say the elevator stops on... How many floors did I say this thing was? I'm going to say 20 floors. You came in at like the 10th floor. You're now on like the 15th floor. And a very, like, you know that Cake song? Was it Cake? Who sings the one where it's like, I want a girl with a long
it's
short
Cake.
girdle? Yeah. So it's that. It's very much like her hair's up in a bun. She's got that short skirt and like a blazer, high heels, wearing stockings, hoop earrings, and she's got a stack of folders held up against her chest. And she gets in. And she's like, 17th floor, please.
I'm 17.
Do her fingernails shine like justice, and is her voice dark like tinted glass?
You know they goddamn are.
Huh.
There we go.
That's
There's
the
the
one.
one. That's the one I used.
What is this track called?
It is Local Forecast Elevator by Kevin MacLeod.
Okay, because this is like the famous elevator music.
Oh yeah.
Damn it. Now, after the initial burst of the song, I was like, I immediately almost started into a Riley Ritchie song because that's how this song starts. Because it's in an elevator. All right.
So she's just stood on the other side of the elevator, kind of like watching you.
hmm
So, mercenary work, or
You can say something like that.
I'm sure it's a lot more interesting than what goes on in here.
It can be. So, what's it like up at the top?
Oh, I don't know. I've never been up there.
Well, that is where I'm headed. So, if I
Lucky
see you
you.
again, we'll see. I might get lucky, or there might be horrible things happening.
Yeah, that pretty much describes this place in a nutshell. Which one are you talking to?
Oh, there's more than one.
Yeah, you should have gotten a missive to... They really aren't that good about this. You should have gotten some kind of orientation, but...
Yeah. Let's just say I kind of walked in and nobody really stopped me.
I believe that.
Good.
Anyway, this is my stop. And the
Good.
elevator dings.
Well, you have a nice day.
She slinks off the elevator in a very languid walk and looks back at you, tilts her glasses down, and gives you a little wave before the elevator doors close.
Committed to memory, continuing onward.
I'm gonna not say what I was thinking.
You can type it in the chat.
I mean, I'm gonna say it anyway.
All right. In what is a transparent effort to keep you guys busy for a few minutes while I eat this taco, I'm gonna give group one a chance to role play. So, Zach, Haley, and Brianna, take it away.
Back at the penthouse.
So, did they say when these drugs were gonna wear off? Because, I'm still feeling pretty great.
They
And
did not.
they did not. Anyway, time to do what I do best and dodge some responsibility. So I have an idea.
All right.
Is it debauchery?
Maybe. We'll see. So, I gotta get the God of War off my back, because I am not gonna let the meadows of, underground slum France be watered by the blood of the martyrs. So, in lieu of taking a piece of my soul or physical form, I'm gonna call in some help from another god. Because what could possibly go wrong?
So what you're telling me is that the plan is the circle of death.
Yes.
That's worked for me in the past. Go for it.
I've just got to decide whose game. So we got a couple of options. Shannon, you said you had the drug idea. That's a pretty good idea. The God of Excess might be down for that. Or the God of Trickery might like that we're fucking over someone as powerful as the God of War. So they also might be down for that. So those are the two best candidates right now.
Tiffy, remember when we thought it would be a good idea to play Harry Potter with a bunch of Roman candles in your parents' backyard?
Yes.
This sounds about as good as that idea.
Well, the other option is a bunch of innocent poor people who are racially discriminated against die because some sadistic jerk off in a corporate suit wants his fix.
I feel like murdering Vincent Mayhem went really well. I mean, there's shit stompery. We could just go kick down some doors. We don't have to get the gods involved. This is your show, though.
Didn't Vincent Mayhem almost kill the shit out of you though? You still look pretty rough.
Yeah. Well, no, Shannon almost killed the shit out of Shannon.
That's right. Don't get it twisted. Shannon almost killed Shannon.
That doesn't make it any better.
Tiffy, this is your show, and I'm not going to steal it from you. I just think endearing ourselves to the god of trickery by fucking over the god of war, it doesn't have a very sound ring to it.
It sounds really fun, though.
You know, and it's right up there with Let's Kill Vincent Mayhem, and that went well. So who am I to tell you no?
Yeah, there is that. And, batshittery and assholery have kind of been working for us.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, honestly, I'm really surprised we haven't had more consequences. This is kind of wall number 1 so far, is, death.
Really, the only reason I'm bringing up that it even sounds like a bad idea is so I can say I told you so later if it turns out to be a bad idea.
Yeah,
You're
that's
gonna
fair.
say I told you so later if it turns out to be a good idea, though, too.
Yeah, it's called playing both sides of the field. It's how I got ahead in the corporate world.
I don't doubt that. I
What's the
really
fuss?
don't doubt that worked either.
Let's see.
So,
Let's take a look at the old character sheet that is blank because my computer is shitty and hates me.
I should open up my character sheet before things happen this time.
I'm also still here, so if you have any questions or need anything, just let me know. I'm just wrapping up the soft taco now.
You're good. I'm trying to let you eat. I'm trying to decide who I'm
Tacos
going to
sound
call
great.
upon. I suppose I could call on both and counter offer because I mean it's only when they do me a favor that I owe them debt, not calling them.
Correct.
Oh,
What
so
if
you
I
can
just
harass
called?
them.
Yes, I can just harass them. Let's see. God of excess, God of trickery. I feel like the trickster god is the one to go. I feel like that's the one that's gonna really pound home the, oh, we're fucking somebody powerful over, yeah, let's go for it.
Have you told us who the trickster god is in this world?
I named them. I did not really specify anything about them.
What is their name?
I
Oh, you typed it out.
I named them Lockty, and then I was like, that's just Loki with a T in it. That's my bad. I didn't even think about it when I named them.
Oh boy. Any other traits, things like that?
That's kind of all I had. For the most part, I was just like, I'm just gonna name these guys and then come up with something on the fly. But I kind of like with what Rainey comes up with better most of the time.
So I'm gonna say we can keep him Lochte. He actually looks like Ryan Lochte, the swimmer.
Oh God, that's so bad.
Do you remember during I think it was the Summer Olympic Games in Brazil, when he got in trouble because a bunch of him and his friends tore up a gas station and then fled the country?
Yep.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, but with a little bit more Midsummer Night's Dream thrown in.
So like a fantasy hood rat.
Oh my god. It's fantasy Logan Paul. It's a prank, bro.
Oh man.
Oh my God. Well, that's perfect then. If it's
Man,
fantasy Logan Paul, that's perfect. That dude's a
Man,
fucking
I was just sitting here
asshole.
thinking, it's like, man, I should probably voice one of these gods just to see how it goes.
Oh, that would be really
Not-
funny.
Not
That would be
this
cool.
one.
Not that one.
I have not. I have not watched anything Logan Paul whatsoever, so I don't
Oh,
not know
I
what it sounds
can
like.
tell you all about that Logan Paul. He's been.
I mean, I know he's a bit of a tool, but that's just fine.
Yeah, he was big in the commentary channel circuit for a while as far as like a topic goes. He's really died out in the last like half year though.
I mean,
Oh, excuse me.
So we have Lokti, who is the god of trickery, bro.
Oh, is he he's a fucking dude, bro. Oh my god.
He is a
It's
fucking
just a
dude, bro.
prank, bro.
I mean, I
He
might
is
be
the
able to do
Supreme
this.
Kyle.
The Supreme Kyle. All right. Sounds good to me.
What about the God of Excess?
I don't remember
Zach said I could have
what I
his.
called the God of Excess.
The god of excess.
Ooh, okay. The god of excess will be Mr. Monsanto.
Mr. Monsanto. Wow.
Mr. Monsanto.
Yikes.
A former harvest god who ascended to excess when he managed to lord all of his crops over all the realms.
That's pretty dope. Good job.
I was gonna say, is this a hedonism bot?
Yeah, I was about to say, what's hedonism bot's like name?
Hedonism bot.
Just hedonism bot.
Fucking Monsanto. By the way, I'm just going to take this opportunity for a moment. Fuck Monsanto. They're pieces of shit.
His
Oh,
name
yeah.
is
Monetized.
just hedonism bot.
Good. Good. I hope I hurt their feelings.
Yep. So we're gonna get sued now. Thanks. Thanks, Bree.
No, correction. Bree's gonna get sued. I didn't say shit.
Oh, hey, Rufio. What up?
Man, Monsanto ain't gonna fucking sue me. They're too busy fucking over their soybean farmers. So, Mr. Monsanto, that sounds good. I'm about it.
That's where we're at with this.
That's his name. He's actually, we'll say he's a he is a bale of hay and corn wrought together in the shape of a man wearing a golden suit.
So like a straw man, but real.
Yeah, like if a scarecrow became a pimp.
That's terrifying. Oh my god.
That's dope.
Scarecrow pimp.
Fiddle pimp.
Fiddle pimp.
All right, cool, got it.
Oh god, fuck. Okay, I'm sorry. Whew, all right, cool. Man, that guy sounds like a fucking lame-o now. All right. So we'll whenever you're done eating your taco and you're ready to go,
I'm good to go.
Okay, we'll call up the. What the fuck is this American flag doing in my sock?
You have an American
Where did this
flag
come from?
in your sock.
It was in my sock. Just fucking.
Patriotism.
What the fuck? It is Memorial Day, I think.
It do.
Yes, it is.
All right. I wasn't even wearing these socks all day. Where the fuck did that? All right. Anyway. So yeah, let's hit up the God of Trickery and see what the God of Trickery thinks. And then if it's debatable, maybe we'll give the God of Trickery a small incentive that someone else is gonna swoop in to steal the glory if it's not agreeable enough.
I didn't catch the beginning of that because I was refreshing. Go ahead.
Oh, my bad. We'll go ahead and we'll call the god of excess and see how, or not excess, the god of trickery, and we'll see how agreeable he is to this task. And maybe if we need some leverage, we'll just be like, well, I mean, if you're just not down to pull one over on one of, hello.
Okay, but it's going to require a summoning ritual.
Shannon's
It's going to require a summoning ritual?
We're not calling on the god of hedonism.
Not necessarily a summoning ritual, because you're not really summoning a god. You're just making contact with them, but it is going to require a ritual. You're going to have to perform some kind of task of trickery with the intent to make a connection to Lochte.
I see. So he's got like answers to like get into his page.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. What the fuck am I gonna do? Me, who is not a creative individual in fucking people over. Oh my god, what? What is it?
Show me that cat.
What is it? Your mom is inside. What are you wanting?
Show me that cat.
Here, let me get him.
Can I pet that dog?
Can I pet that dog?
Here's that cat.
Aw.
He's a very striking cat.
A brown tabby.
Yes, he's brown and black. He's also very loud. And purring like a motorboat.
Well, while you're thinking of what you need
Let's
to
introduce him
do,
to Pedo.
Introduce him to Pedo, okay.
Hi, Pedo.
We can switch back over to Marcus while we're, fucking around.
yes, absolutely, we can do that. But I want to see these cats meet each other.
I don't know if it's big enough. Aang, look! Also, Aang hates other cats.
Pedo, look, it's another cat.
Look!
We learned that last week because of your headphones.
Oh, yeah, that's true. What the fuck are you? There's nothing on the ceiling. What are you looking at?
Demons.
Pedo.
Probably. But I just saged.
Aw. Speaking of trickster gods, my kitty cat Loki just came in. He fat.
Sweet boy.
I'm surprised Pepper tolerated that. Like at all.
All right, so Marcus, the elevator doors open up, and you are. I just read what Haley or Zach wrote.
What is that, right?
You probably better for you just to read it.
Is it on our video?
It's here in Roll20. It's above
in
where
Roll
Tiffy
20
said.
chat. I mean, all of chat can read it.
Oh, wow. Demonetized.
Yeah.
So the doors of the elevator open, and before you is a V-shaped hallway. One proceeds to a door that is up a short flight of 3 steps to the left. The one on the right is identical. However, the doors themselves have different symbols etched into them. Each one has 2 guards standing in front of it. The door to the right has a sort of humanoid figure with 3 kind of pointed spikes on the top. And the door to the left has a humanoid figure with what looks like some kind of almost like Hindu-esque 6 arms coming out of the sides.
Take the piece of fair gold I have in my pocket. Just kind of make a mental note in my head. It's like, left or right? Flick it. Hold on. Left it is.
All right. So you proceed down the hallway to the left. The guards there, when you get closer, you notice that they're women. They're female elves and they are decked out in a lot of gear, but they don't appear to care to stop you from approaching. In fact, they turn, and it's almost like they're welcoming you in.
Huh. All right, just gonna keep going.
All right, yeah, the door opens up in the middle, splitting the symbol of the six-armed woman. And inside, you see a lush grove full of trees that, like olive trees, fruit trees, all kinds of food-producing plants. There's a, I hesitate to say moat, but there's like a stream running through this entire place. It almost looks like if someone who was hungry designed a Zen garden.
You know what? That's fair.
Sorry, Sake borked at me.
He did a Heckenborg.
He did me a heckin' bamboozle. He spooked me.
Yeah. Just looking around for whoever is supposed to be in here while also thinking, who the fuck does this?
The soil in here is real, and you notice that the air smells almost as good as when you were out by like Clydesdale, as opposed to the rest of the city where the air is like artificially recycled and full of pollutants. Um, there are numerous small woodland creatures that seem to not be afraid of you, as well as they are used to seeing people and just have lost their fear of people. And as you walk through,
Mhm.
you actually walk over a little bridge, and you can see that there's like koi swimming through the stream that's running through here. And you enter a clearing where it's almost like a courtroom. Like if you had to imagine like being in the court of the summer fae, this is probably what it would be like. And sitting on top of a carved out opal throne is a woman in a flowing dress with six arms. And her hair is up in a very ornate kind of styled bun. And she regards you as you enter. Finally. I knew it was only a matter of time before the Paragons arrived.
Oh boy, this is gonna be one of those days. Greetings. I do believe I don't know who you are. I'm pretty sure you know who I am. No way.
I have a fair idea of who you are and what you represent. I am Nimina.
Well, let's just call me Marcus from now.
Sir Marcus, welcome.
I'm not gonna correct you. So explain to me the whole just this, why all of this, and this building where everything else is that.
Of course. It is not a natural thing, that which you have come to perceive in our city. It will take much explanation. I am one half of the ruling dyad of Nidara.
Mm. Care to tell me about the other half?
That would be my counterpart, Nonomi, though we are no longer in congruence with one another.
Okay, so you're both in a disagreement about something. Mind telling me what that thing is?
I'm certain you've seen many times now that which we possess, the Rift Gate.
Yeah. I kind of need to talk to both of you about that, but that's going to take a lot of time.
What do you know of the Rift Gate?
That it's fucked.
It would seem that its operations are stifled by a lack.
Okay, I just lost signal to roll 20.
pseudo society that has erupted on the surface of this forgotten world.
Okay, now, when you say, the people, do you mean everybody or a very select few?
But of course, all will benefit from the light of the Nidaran Dyad once we have suitable power with which to address the concerns and the needs of the many.
Uh-huh. And probably from this small exchange, I'm guessing your counterpart wants something completely different.
No, Nomi is a, shall we say, homesick idealist. He wishes to return to our homeland rather than make do with what reality hath wrought before us.
Uh-huh. All right. Really love it. Um, well, I do appreciate the welcome. I was not expecting that. I may have to go speak to your counterpart to kind of get the other half of this whole story. And hopefully I can talk to you both.
I would never deny you the light of truth. You shall have as you desire.
Cool. Cool. On that note, I will be right back. I will talk to your counterpart, and hopefully I can arrange a meeting so all of us can speak.
So shall it be. She summons a number of handmaidens who take up each of her 6 hands and lift her from her throne, and she stands. She's. I will prepare for our meeting.
How tall is she?
She's about like 6 feet tall. She's tall, but she's not like alien tall.
All right, I was about to say, it's like, oh. All right. Well then, I'll return and go
Alright.
back the way I came.
Nobody stops you.
This place is fucking weird. All right, go down the other hall.
All right. The guards at the end of that hallway do stop you, and they initiate a scan, which takes several moments. They seem to be meticulously cataloging pretty much everything that they can about your physical form, what you have on hand, things like that.
Look, guys, I don't have a whole lot of time here, so can we expedite this process?
Proceeding with scan. It takes a few more moments before they receive like a little blip on their earpieces, and they stop the scan and open the door for you.
Just shake my head and walk in.
Standing in stark contrast to Nanina's realm, you could say, this room is very Spartan and austere. It's extremely like the walls are barren. It has somewhat of like a new Art Deco feeling. It's very angular and geometric, but there aren't
Uh-huh.
like a lot of things cluttering. It's very minimalist. And sitting on the top of a raised dais in a very just normal ass chair, wearing kind of like what almost looks like a military outfit, but a little bit more ceremonial, is a very pale, thin man with kind of like a triple mohawk almost hairstyle. And he stands, and his movements are very robotic. They're very stilted, almost like an animatronic from like a theme park.
Oh no.
Welcome. I have awaited your arrival.
Oh god.
I stopped myself from quoting anything from Galaxy Quest whatsoever. Thank you for having me. I believe I just came from your counterpart, and I kind of want to get your half of this whole detail.
With the rift gate active, this world will surely die.
I mean, yeah, I noticed. And you want everyone here to go home.
It is far beyond time we left. Our presence upon this world does it no good, and we languish without the comforts of home.
Hmm. Well, is there any way that we can make that happen?
Yes, your presence here almost guarantees it. Further
Yeah.
completion of the rift gate would allow all an escape.
Okay. When you mean completion, what what needs to be completed?
We do not have a suitable power source to sustain such an artifact. Long, long ago, did we tear apart and cannibalize the machines which sustained the Nidara.
Hmm.
With its newfound power source, courtesy of you paragons, if you finish what you have begun, we may all leave.
Hmm. Well, that's a whole nother. That's something else I'm gonna have to converse with my other compatriots about. But at the moment, you, your compatriot, and myself need to come to an understanding. And I need both of you to communicate with me about this. Is that feasible?
One moment. He reaches down onto his forearm, does a beep, does a boop, does a blip. Uh, in the adjoining wall that separates the two rooms lifts
Mhm.
up, and suddenly both throne rooms are one, and the dais and the raised platform on which her throne was, they also move, presumably through some unforeseen hydraulic mechanism under the floor, uh, and they are brought together.
If Heather was here right now, she'd be screaming about tech heresy. All right. So I have come here to ask you all one very specific thing. Do you all know of another paragon that may have appeared here before the others and may have caused trouble
You speak
throughout
of the
your.
first one.
Yeah, that one.
Namina speaks next, and she rests her chin in one of her hands, while the other just kind of streams through her hair. Yes, we had something of a troubled first encounter with your kind.
The rest of my compatriots are how can I say this? We weren't brought here favorably, eh, figuratively. Let's just say it's all the first one has brought us here for whatever purpose that may be.
You are here against your will.
You can say that.
We
But
share a dilemma.
we do, but we are trying to figure something out. I'm also trying to figure out how to fix what she broke.
What vexes you?
The ley lines that connect this world, two of them are broken. One of them is leading towards your gate. The other, I can't really do anything about at this time. What
Both ley lines are currently connected to the gate. I may have
awesome.
I may
Okay.
have not been clear, but there's currently, like, each gate has a slot for, like, or the gate itself has several slots for power cables, and those power cables are feeding in energy from 2 of the ley lines currently. One of them is red because it's like all fire mana, and one of them is green because it's like forest mana.
Okay. I'm here to possibly fix the ley lines, fix this world, and find a way to return to my own with my compatriots. If that cannot be done, I will find a way to activate this gate, send my compatriots elsewhere, and I will stay here to fix this world.
What would you deign to fix?
Well, the ley lines are going to be the hardest part, and I have to fix those first.
That's true. Without the energy of the ley lines feeding the land, they will bleed dry. Crops will wither. Seas will cease to roil. Life as we know it on Instores will reach a stasis, a stagnation, a doldrum, and die.
True. And I'd really rather not have that happen. So, I propose that we find a way to come to an agreement.
Namina screams. Like, not an angry scream, but like, step on a Lego, or like if a car drove over a nail and could feel it. She collapses onto the floor in front of her throne.
Okay. It's that normal.
No, Nomi looks terrified because that has never happened before. He like snaps his fingers, and a couple soldierish looking elves wearing like Red Cross like badges on their arms run forward, and she just reels up and she says, "It is broken." And then you feel just, it has to be like, has Marcus ever been in a natural disaster?
Yes.
What kind?
Hurricane.
Hurricane?
Yes.
This is like a magnitude 8.2 earthquake, and the building just shakes. And the way it shakes is usually the way stuff kind of rumbles around. Once the hurricane's already fucked up the glass windows and everything inside is going crazy, the lights turn red as like an emergency generator kicks on, and everyone just kind of braces and holds on for dear life. Meanwhile, down in the Undercity with the rest of the group, everything is going absolutely haywire. Like, there is an enormous earthquake shaking, and because Nidara isn't actually physically a part of the world, it's just a spaceship that's kind of like parked in a crater. Nothing's really completely tethered down. So, like, all these homes that you see, because most of them are like shanties and what's the word for like a really big
Shack.
Brazilian town made of like ramshackle materials?
I know which one you're talking about.
Tenement.
It's like a barrio.
Rip.
And so, because a lot of these materials are like cheap, just kind of available, what was on hand that they could get a hold of, most of the houses collapse. About 93% of them. Yeah,
Well, that's not good.
It's bad.
Alright.
Reggie seems to have come down with a bad case of oh fuck oh shit.
Oh no.
What is happening?
Shannon just looks at her. Is it the Tarask, Reggie?
No, it's not a Tarask. It's
Is it the world unraveling because you fucked with the ley lines?
Yeah, Reggie, is it the consequences of your actions?
It's the glue that holds this book together unbinding, and all the pages are gonna come out.
All right,
Can Marcus,
so we should go.
can Marcus make a quick use of his AI to call Heather?
Yeah. Yeah, I totally forgot. You guys have like elf phones.
Oh shit, we had phones.
A
Oh.
cell phone.
Yeah. Kind of using more of that, like something different from that. Not even. I completely forgot about the phone.
But yeah, you can definitely make contact.
If Heather picks up, hey, it's bad out there.
Put me on speakerphone right now.
Speaker.
Is that Marcus? Hi, Marcus.
Shit! Reggie, what the fuck did you do?
There's a timer, right? Like I told you a week, but that's until everything completely comes apart. But it's starting.
Reggie, I'm telling you this right now. I am in a big as fuck tower at this point in time. If this shit goes down and I'm possibly still alive, I'm going to come for you and I'm going to rip your goddamn spleen out for your fucking ass.
It's not my fault.
Fix it.
I can't.
Okay, two things. One, it's not our fault you're in a tower. You're the one who split the party and went and Scooby-Dooed somewhere else. But secondly, Reggie, are you sure it's not your fault?
I mean, technically it's my fault because I created a pocket dimension and brought you all here. But it's not my fault because this thing is coming apart. It do that unless we have the vote to stay or leave. It's gonna tear itself open.
Is this gonna happen to anywhere we go?
Yes.
Okay.
Guys.
Okay. I'm just gonna say this right now. One, you fucked with the fucking ley lines of this fucking planet. They are feeding this big as fuck gate. Yes, I found this out from hacking the fucking planet.
You could do that?
That's
Yes!
very 90s of you. But
up!
I don't see. Okay.
That's admittedly really cool.
Okay. Now,
It's pretty cash money, actually.
here's the goddamn deal. I know we either have to stay here or we have to leave. I'm putting my foot down here. We have to make a choice.
Okay, well you need to
If we
stop hearing.
don't interrupt.
When he gets going, we can't. Yeah, no. He's gonna.
If we stay, we fix this. No bullshitting. If we leave, this place is fucked. This place is horrendously, horrifyingly bad night at fucking Chipotle after a several fucking bar crawl fuck.
Like a 14 beers at Chili's fucked?
17 beers at Chili's fucked on a Saturday night.
God damn it. It's Jeremy's birthday again.
I just
So,
had
that was
phantom memories
dope.
of that night.
No, it won't.
Regina turns to Heather.
Oh, you got arrested in a Target parking lot.
Can you make it so I can't lie?
What?
Do you have the power to make me tell the truth?
I mean, I can emotionally manipulate you.
Do it.
Okay.
I'm serious. Do it.
Reggie, do you have a problem?
All right. Sure. At which point, I'm going to use my D4 on Reggie and inspire trust.
That's a lot of trust.
That is very much trust.
We are gonna put Reggie in the state of she's never trusted anybody more than Heather in her life.
Oh wow.
So Regina, like,
Bar wasn't high.
grabs one of Heather's hands and kind of like clasps it between her own. And she's like, "You've got to listen to me. This pocket dimension, I made it, but I didn't craft by hand everything that happens inside of it. It's a projection. It's a projection from my mind, from your minds, and there's all kinds of different other things intermingling, but I am not the one who is in complete control here. The Grand Master is. He is the one who gave me the option to come here. He said that I had to bring other people here and live or die. That was the price for having my own little paradise. I wanted to get the Rift Gate up and running because it would essentially serve as DLC for my little game here. When we came here, I didn't really care if I had to kill you to get to stay here. But you guys changed my mind. And I know that's not what you wanted to hear, but I was gonna be the boss fight, except the bad guy was gonna win. But if you want to leave, I'll leave with you. And Marcus, if you want to fix this place before we leave, I'll make sure to fix this place before we leave. Because whether I believe they're real or not, you guys do. And it's my job to make this right.
All right, everybody, what's the vote?
I vote we fix it and then leave. But we have to do both of those things. We have to fix it or die trying, and then if we live, we have to leave. Tiffy, you have a kid.
Yeah.
Hey,
All right.
Heather,
Yeah.
remember that thing I told you to do if shit goes bad?
Yep. Delete your browser history.
Nah, and the other thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is that situation. All right, everybody.
I have something too.
Yeah.
If you guys leave and I don't, I need you to go to my dad's trailer and get the box of stuff from the world I originally wrote. There's something in there and you have to take it to the police.
No, don't worry about that. You all are going to go home.
Just promise.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
There's something else you guys need to know about going home.
Oh, boy.
Oh, this
What
is a little
else?
bit of a shit sandwich here, guys.
This is a shit sub.
We're not the first group to come here.
To this.
So I'm guessing it's those kids, huh?
I guess, but do you remember the zombie monster things that you fought when you got here?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
They're called the Fallen, and they're what happens when a player dies. If a Fallen kills a player, they get their life back.
Wait.
Okay.
So, what you're saying is, if any one of us dies here, we become one of those things.
Yes.
And if new people show up, not to this world, just through the game itself, they have to face the previous people who died.
Oh, so this is totally Dark Souls.
Out of character, it's 100% the way Dark Souls works. If you get killed in this game, you basically become like an undead. And yeah, if you kill another player, you revert back to being a player, and they become a Fallen.
So it's like the shittiest version of Tag.
Yeah, yep.
Wow.
Well, all right, guys. I'm just gonna take this decision from you guys. All of you are going home. All right.
Yeah, I'd prefer that.
When I mean all of you, that includes you, Reggie.
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
I understand why you did it. I'm mad, but I do understand.
Look, we may have our differences, but at the exact same time, I've already seen too much of how this shit is fucked up. And this kind of wait a minute. Reggie, is there a way for someone else in our little group to become the master? Can one of us trade places with you?
I don't know.
Better question, if we found the Grandmaster, could one of us trade places with him?
Just whoop his ass.
Yeah, like, let's just take his shit.
Yeah, fuck
So-
that guy.
I get the feeling that if we fight the Grandmaster,
Uh-huh.
We could break the cycle. Maybe.
You
We
know,
all horribly die.
oh, there we go. My mic fell asleep.
I feel like in, let's say, like, session 2 of this little adventure, I said the same thing and everyone ignored me because they wanted to go home.
So, if we go to the kiln of the first flame,
I don't know a lot about the Grandmaster, right? Because this is a guy who fucking came to me at the lowest point in my life and proved that I guess magic is real. Like, I'm still kind of reeling from the consequences of that. Like, what if Christianity is real? What if vampires are real? What else is real?
All right, let's not go that far.
Let's just
deal with
everything
one
is-
situation at a
But I will tell you what I do know. As long as we're transformed, I don't think we can give someone else our die. I think when we're transported here, the die becomes a part of you. But if we kill the Grandmaster, I think we can take his D20.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. Reggie, where is said person?
He's it's hard to explain.
He's in this tower, isn't he?
No.
Okay, thank God.
Where we're at right now is kind of, it's like the inside of a bag of holding, right? Like it's a universe, but it's not quotation marks the universe. There is a world outside of this like dungeon that we created by coming here. I know that some of the most powerful creative minds have been offered a place on this world. And if we can get there, we can face the Grand Master. But I don't know how to get there.
Is the Grand Master Gary Gygax?
God, that would be cool. I mean, I'd
All
still
right.
kill him and take his shit, but it'd be cool.
Okay. All right. Is this the
No.
reason why you wanted the gate open? Or is there more of a reason? You know what? No, never mind. All right. I'll call you guys back.
Well, before you go, you might want to get out of that tower and maybe set up a meeting with those two hot shots. Maybe.
What are you talking about? Set up a meeting? I'm already here.
Okay, well, maybe like another one where we can all get together, preferably not in that tower.
I will convey the message.
Okay, cool. Maybe like before tomorrow would be great. That would be great. Don't stay there.
Yeah. See y'all in a bit. Hang up.
I didn't realize he was in front of him.
Guys,
Gina's cell phone has a Moogle background.
That's cute.
Yay, Moogle.
guys, this is maybe the worst anyone has ever fucked up.
You can actually hear a lot of screaming from all around you as like people are searching for others who have been like trapped in the rubble. There's babies crying. A lot of people getting to work trying to dig people out.
Oh, this is bad. We should help.
It's kind of like the mudslides in Haiti.
Heather's just kind of looking out the window at all of this destruction. It's just like, nothing I can do, recalls the D4.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You guys are in the penthouse. You're not still in the Undercity.
Oh yeah.
We're just
So-
watching the chaos happen from like the heights.
Yeah, just vibing, really.
So like on the promenade and stuff like that, there is nowhere near as much destruction because like a lot of the buildings that were created were actually like built to code with like advanced machinery and stuff like that.
They
But like the
hover.
Undercity, yeah, it's imagine if like a big earthquake hit Penzik or Rag.
Mm-hmm. The tent city goes down.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I pictured an earthquake hitting Rag and like nothing changed.
So, Marcus is going to turn back to the two leaders and basically like, okay, change of plan. I'm gonna need the two of you to kind of get out of this building.
So he does more of the bleepy blips on his forearm and arranges transport, and actually orders an evacuation of the entire building.
Oh my
Smart
God.
man.
Yes. Excellent. What a good cover up for when we bomb the shit out of it.
That's a good point.
All right.
Structural integrity and whatnot.
So I may contact you two again, possibly after every horrible thing is possibly over. But in the meantime, I'll be monitoring the two of you.
Very well. Please take one of the evacuation shuttles. We will be leaving shortly.
No worry, I can find my way out.
Very well. If you need us, we have a compound in the back of the promenade.
Yeah, I can find it. Well,
And the medics are still tending to Namina, who looks like she's like just fucking mentally wiped out.
Yeah,
Just-
what happened?
begin to leave.
All
Like
right.
expeditious retreat.
How are you gonna go?
Take the elevator and hack in, like, get me the fuck out now.
The elevator is disabled due to the earthquake. It's not safe to use.
It's not like a Willy Wonka elevator.
Nope.
No, not that elevator.
You got like a sick ass jetpack or something?
Hell no.
You ain't got a Boba Fett? Damn.
I would have thought you would have had a bow.
All right, fuck it. Well, looks like I'm gonna use the one power I never got to use, but it's gonna suck so bad.
I'm curious. What are you gonna do?
Pop in my Faragold
Ding!
teleporter.
Makes satisfying like ka-chink.
Gotta use that teleporter I never used.
Ooh, cool.
Teleportation systems online.
in my head, please don't be please don't be Galaxy Quest teleportation. Please don't be Galaxy Quest teleportation. Please don't be Galaxy Quest teleportation. And kind of set in where I remember the penthouse is.
Location out of range.
As close to it as fucking possible.
It shows you with kind of like a wireframe, like how far away you can get. About like not like 10 feet, but not like a mile either.
So I'm like, so it's literally like, you know, Deadpool teleportation, stuff like that.
Kind of, but you can increase the range with one more fair gold. All you have to do is overcharge your gift, and then you'll be able to go where you want to go.
Too bad I don't have another one. All right, gonna start searching.
Like the search? Yeah.
Yep.
There is one inlaid amongst some gems on one of the thrones. I'll say it's Nimina's throne.
Make my way back.
Yeah, they're kind of too busy evacuating.
Yep, just gonna walk up to the throne. Just be like, sorry, I kind of need this.
All right, you pluck it out, and you get your hands on another piece of fair gold.
Plop that in and overcharge.
Overcharge online. And all of a sudden, like, the wireframe pushes out to, like, outside the city.
This is gonna hurt.
Additional gold will reinforce the distance traveled if you wish to go further.
Let's just aiming for the penthouse inside in that living room, directly in that living room, nowhere else, anywhere further. It's horrible idea.
All right, make me intelligence check.
Yikes.
With your D10.
Oh, with the D10.
It's gonna be one of them wacky episodes where the
Woo!
Cue the Beetlejuice theme.
So, Marcus, like, it looks kind of like if you combined the teleporter, special effects. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, it's like in his mind, he thinks about the teleporter, does the just thinks about it, and he puts two fingers to his forehead.
Oh no!
And vanishes.
Instant transmission.
Please.
It's like, my moment has arrived.
And yeah, Marcus appears in the living room.
What the weeb shit?
Oh, that was fast.
You gotta see Marcus slowly take his fingers away from his head. It's like, that was the best day ever.
Well, fuck yeah, my dude.
Good on you, mate.
And I'm guessing he falls over because the overcharge is over.
The overcharge does end.
Ow. Can I get some orange slices?
Yes, you absolutely can.
He needs some milk.
He needs some milk.
That's fine.
So, unfortunately, it looks like the natural disaster mostly targeted the less income areas of the city, just because they weren't built as sturdily. But you get a message from Don Slogosh saying that the plan is still going to be moving forward tomorrow.
Dope.
Good to know that natural disasters don't stop shitty revolutions.
Yeah, why bother rebuilding your slum city when you can just, take the one above you?
Hey guys.
Wait, can you ask him if he needs help?
You can.
Oh yeah. I couldn't remember how we were like contacting him.
Elf phone.
Elf phone. Okay, cool. I'm gonna ask him if he like needs help, like moving rubble off of people, basically.
Yes, there are a lot of people trapped.
I would like to go do that.
You are more than welcome to go do that.
Okay.
I go and assist.
Regina just kind of looks at Shannon like, what do?
I mean, I guess Shannon goes to help.
Where the fuck are y'all going? I just got here.
Shannon's just kind of stunned by his entry, really.
What in the blue shit?
What?
I'm gonna stay here and work on a plan with Marcus.
Okay, before that, what in the fresh, like, Tiff, what did you mean about, the whole thing about me getting out of that building as quickly as possible?
It may or may not come down tomorrow.
In what way, shape, or form?
In the disastrous way, shape, or form.
Are we talking building collapsing kind of way? Are we talking Die Hard 1?
Fight Club.
Fight. Wait, hold on.
Oh,
Who's blowing up a building?
Before we go, we didn't tell you, so we are now the figureheads of the revolution for the lower class. And by we, I mean I.
Yeah, catch up, man.
Y'all do know I was trying to fix things so that I can make that not a thing anymore.
Yeah, that's why we were asking about that meeting where everyone could get together. Cause shit's gotta stop.
I mean, we gotta stop all of this first and hopefully make that happen without killing anybody, Shannon.
What the fuck, man?
Look, I'm just telling you this.
You guys let me make a plan. It went okay.
We went to a wrestling event. Shit got weird.
I got to fight Kurt Angle.
We had to fight fantasy versions of wrestlers that were from your childhood. And then you proceeded to burn down a building and holy rage.
Yeah, and now I feel better.
Do you? Do you feel better?
Well, it cost about the same as the other therapy I was going to.
So, causing mass destruction and a lot of property damage to a ship.
Did you see the arena? It's meant for that.
Did you see the crater you left?
Which one?
It's meant for that. Look. I played the game, and
it's time to play the game.
Oh no.
Shannon, I'm just
it
gonna
is
say
the
this right now.
tournament of
Shannon,
the Turtle Strife, and I am its champion.
Shannon,
What
I'm
I'm
gonna tell you
hearing
this.
from you right now is loser talk. I'm sorry you didn't like playing the floor is fucking lava.
Shannon,
Now we gotta go play Jenga, and that's somebody else's fault.
wait, bitch, listen. That place is still on fucking fire.
Oh, my fire.
They have not put it out.
My fire's still on fire.
They don't have anything to contain your fucking trailer park rage.
Wow.
If that's
Holy shit.
you're going in the wrong direction.
I'm just telling you, we don't need you to be that mad ever again.
Regina flicks a coin onto the floor and nothing happens. And she's like, damn, I can use these to negate even the most powerful attack, but I can't stop that burn.
Well, shit.
Does Tiffy laugh in character, or
Yes.
is the room just silent?
Nah, she just laughed.
And Heather just kind of cuts eyes at Tiffy like,
money. Shut up.
Regina like awkwardly bends down to pick up her coin. I need
Shannon
that
like
still.
kicks it across the floor.
Hey. She goes after it.
Shannon, that was kind of petty of you. I approve. But at the exact same time, we're kind of in a
situation. Well, look, we promised the slumlords we'd play Les Mis.
wait.
Yeah, we owe Don Valjean.
Is that his fucking name?
No,
Now.
but that's what it is now.
No, he had like a normal orc name, but they nicknamed him and it stuck.
A normal orc name.
I
So-
believe his
so
name was
what
Don
you're saying-
Slavosh, but Don Valjean just goddamn it fits so much better.
Please don't tell me that their theme song is the actual ending song that they
Oh my
sang while
God,
they were
it is.
dying.
It
Oh
is.
no.
We too were surprised.
The
Okay,
city's
can I
coming down.
change my option of can we get the fuck out of here now after hearing all of that?
No, we have to help them.
If the city's going
Yeah, man.
down, we may as well.
What do you mean city? This whole ship is going down.
Whatever, same difference. If it's all going to collapse, we may as well
One?
help the underlings rake in some karma brownie points. I don't know how being decent works.
Okay.
I'm
How about
following Tiffy's lead. This is Tiffy's turn, okay?
So the Don did say that if we could resolve things without bloodshed, that would be preferable. However, he did make it clear that he was not above bombing a motherfucking financial sector.
But with
Okay.
borderline criminal negligence, does that count as bloodshed? Because we could do nothing and just let the city collapse, and then everybody's got new problems.
How about
Yeah.
no to that answer? And
Okay.
how about Tiffy?
We ruled that out. That's helping.
Tiffy, please go tell the Don that a meeting with the two head honchos in that tower can be arranged very quickly.
Cool.
And
you
that there
did
is
that
no
already,
need.
right?
Oh, I can do that.
No, do it. Because, it would be cool if I could go to him with, concrete proof, because these people have been promised a lot of things and not a whole lot of promises happen, so...
Well, there are two leaders. One of them's kind of like, Nature Shiva. I'm not kidding about that. And...
I thought they were elves.
Is it one of those?
They're
the
weird.
older they get, the weirder they get.
Yes. One of
Okay.
them is lit. You guys remember Galaxy Quest, right? The alien
Oh,
guys,
I
how they
love
talk
that
and shit like.
movie.
Yeah. The other one is kind of like those guys.
We
He-
need your help.
Yeah. He talks like that.
Oh, that's going to be really hard not to laugh.
I had to stop myself from quoting anything from that movie.
I'm probably going to do it.
Please don't.
They don't know what it is. It's fine. They didn't know what Les Mis was down in the slums. We referenced it the whole time.
I mean, it's nerds like us who rate these kind of books, right? They're
That's
going to be
true.
chock full of references.
You know what, KB man? I just kind of instant transmission here. I've met the height of my black nerddom.
Your blurred game is pretty strong today. I'm not gonna lie.
No. I have reached the height. I have seen the mountaintop. That is it. I have achieved the lifelong dream.
That's it. That's the glass ceiling. It's done now.
I mean,
About that.
what?
So there was a reason I mentioned the Tarask.
Why?
This city has a Tarask defense mechanism.
I'm sorry?
What?
It's a robot.
What?
You can pilot it.
Who?
Did you just say giant mecha? Because I can't.
Who the fuck builds a giant Robo-Trask?
Oh, it's not a
What?
Robo Tarask. It's basically a Gundam.
More importantly, who
Okay.
is in possession of it?
Well, I'm pretty sure it's under the tower, Big O style, and they built it when they had to defend the city against a Tarask.
Okay.
That might have been good to know. So, the poor little martyrs of Midgar did not get owned by it, maybe.
Or,
So good that we know that now.
Well, I didn't think they would use it. I mean, it's not like poor people are a Tarask.
Guys, I'm pretty sure a quality fire suppression system could take down the poor people rebellion that we just promised to help.
Well, we obviously established that they don't have that.
A Tarask defense system in the flavor of Big O is they're going to be annihilated.
It's
really
dope.
so that's the enemy you fucking remember. That's the one that stuck to your memory that I have shown you. Is Big O.
Well, yeah, because he was like wee Batman. So
Regina's like sitting on the sofa and she just goes, "Big O, showtime."
also the robot was kind of hot. Not the robot he fought in, but the one that cleaned his house.
Oh yeah, the maid.
Yeah.
I must have missed that one.
Marcus is going to slowly get up onto his feet.
You look like you should sleep.
You're allowed
No.
Smith.
No. I'm going back to the goddamn tower. I was just fucking there. Why did anyone tell me that there was a giant Robotrask fucking system at the bottom of this fucking tower? I was fucking at the bottom of the goddamn fucking tower.
Full of shit.
I didn't tell you about the Gundam because I was afraid you were going to use it to kill me.
It was a thought.
Valid, because I would have.
That's a valid
still
fear.
on the table.
Nope, I'm going to go there, and I am going. You know what? I'm going to get as close as possible and figure out what its fucking power supply is. Maybe then I can fix what you fucked up. If I die in the attempt, Heather knows exactly what I need her to do.
Wait a minute, what is its power supply? How do you move a machine that big around? I'm going to find out, and when I find it, and if it's exactly what if it's anywhere near what that gate needs, then I can solve one problem. So about the gate, if we're going to use an alternate energy source to power it, I need to unplug those ley lines.
Oh, yeah, about that. That's probably one of the reasons why I wanted to shoot you in the fucking face.
Well, that's a little harsh there, Marcus.
Well, bringing us here to this world was reason number one.
You were having fun at first.
I was, until I realized this place is fucked.
Oh, so it wasn't the caramels.
What?
No.
Oh,
no.
Remember when
Don't you bring that shit up ever again.
If you bring it up in private, please.
Guys, Mark is never gonna hang out with white people again. And I want y'all to remember that it's Reggie's fault.
Yep.
This is some pretty white people shit.
Well, I'm emotionally controlled into not being able to lie right now, so I can't help but agree.
Now, if you all excuse me, I'm gonna go find some more coins. I feel like I'm gonna need them.
I feel like you're gonna need them too.
Okay, I'm gonna go scrape people out of rubble now.
Oh yeah, Heather, remember.
I got you, fam.
Yep.
God, what is so bad that's on your browser history? Jesus.
There's just a lot of information I don't want out, and I have a 3-year-old kid. Bye.
What?
Bye.
Marcus!
Oh, it's gonna get hentai.
Nope, none of that.
I have that on my browser history.
None of us should have children.
It might not be beneficial to keep this level of trust between us. You might want to, undo your dictator.
I call it back.
Yeah. Oh, thank God. I didn't want to tell you what else was on my browser history. I mean, it's normal for an adult.
Is it weird porn, Reggie?
I don't have to tell you now.
It's weird porn, Reggie. Everybody knew. Okay?
That's true.
Yeah,
Everybody into something.
everyone knew. And you know what, Reggie? Weird porn is not the worst thing you could have on your browser history.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what, though? This is a dumb conversation to be having right now.
That kind of sums up
Most of our
most of our adult
conversations.
lives. Yeah.
Wait, well, so if he's going after the Gundam, then I guess I'll just come with you guys then, because I don't want to stay here alone.
Definitely let Marcus go after the Gundam.
Yeah.
Because if anybody's going to know what to do with it when he finds it, it's going to be Marcus.
That's true.
And I don't really want to say this about any of you ever, but I'm going to give it to Marcus just this one time. I have faith in him.
Marcus sneezes off at the distance. God damn it, it's fucking cold.
Although that was the most weeb-tastic thing I've ever seen.
It
Oh
do.
no, he's off in the distance. Very far away.
What
Look.
fucking weeb shit was that?
I think in light of that, in light of Marcus fucking Jr. flying off to go find a Gundam so we can maybe master our own destiny, I think we should also look inward and figure out our strengths and apply them to the situation. What cards do we have to play? And I don't mean like our powers, because the last time we went full Monty, I just left a smoldering crater behind. So maybe we should consider our actual talents.
Emotional manipulation?
That's your powers! Are you saying you're good at that anyway?
Yeah. Like, real good at it.
Maybe I will invest in your multi-level marketing then, Heather.
Well, I mean, that's basically entirely the whole marketing shtick, is that I teach people how to emotionally manipulate people, and then we use it for profit.
If I were a better person, I'd be horrified, but I'm not, so I'm just interested.
Yeah, basically we all have to pretend to really love Jesus.
Oh,
What?
nope, I'm out.
No, it's just we're taking money from churchies.
Oh.
You piqued her interest.
Yeah.
You know what? We're going to table this conversation for now. We're going to put a Post-it on it and slide it to the other side of the desk.
Yeah, I mean, I figure we've got to figure out what we're doing when we get back, so, yeah.
That's a Wednesday conversation. It's still Saturday.
That's fair, fam.
Tiffy? What are you good at? Is it asking other people to do shit for you? Because trust me, I already know. I'm just really hoping you say something else.
No, that's what I was gonna say. No, yep. We can phrase it differently and say, I inspire others to reach new heights that they didn't think they were willing to go to.
So it's emotional manipulation.
Yes.
Shannon just gets a drink off the bar or off the floor if, like, you know, the world rumbling kind of like shook things onto the ground.
Oh yeah, definitely. Cabinets are open.
And calculus, I don't know if that is probably not.
You were good at calculus and you
Yes.
still ended up in your parents' driveway?
Yes.
Tiffy. Shannon,
Life is hard, okay? Leave me alone.
Shannon's drinking from like a tumbler that she picked up off the floor. It's definitely broken. And she's just like, fuck it.
Regina slaps it out of her hand and then gives her a non-broken glass. Like, don't be stupid. Don't drink broken glass.
Reggie, what do we have?
For what?
What can we do? Like, realistically.
About what? What are you talking about? I wasn't listening.
Honesty.
I'm gonna kill her.
I was
Reggie?
thinking about saving the people in the Undercity. I wasn't paying attention to the conversation.
What we're talking about, you fucking dipshit!
Oh, in this physical form, I am at my peak physical condition. I am strong as fuck.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
also empathetic enough to tell people it's gonna be okay, even if maybe it's not gonna, but it's fine. So we're gonna put that back into emotional manipulation.
What if we convinced all the Les Misers that everything was gonna be fine, and then Heather emotionally manipulated them all into like zealousy?
I
And
can.
then,
I did work that crowd pretty good at the wrestling event.
yeah, because sometimes all you need to do to win a fight is forget the consequences of losing the fight.
And Tiffy, you are really good at avoiding the consequences of your actions.
I am. It's a specialty. That's a house specialty right there.
We could always go for the Ozymandias gambit.
Explain that to me.
So you know how in Watchmen, to avoid the Cold War escalating into a nuclear war, Ozymandias got everybody on Earth to hate Dr. Manhattan so
Yeah.
that they wouldn't kill each other?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Marcus did just find out about a Gundam, so what if we found something for him to fight that would make everybody so afraid of it that by killing it, they would seek comfort from each other instead of trying to kill each other?
Didn't loads of people get nuked for that plan to work?
Yeah.
Well, we don't have to nuke people.
It's a giant robot, Reggie. It's gonna stomp on things.
I'm not saying we use the giant robot to kill people. I'm saying we maybe make people think that something is coming to kill them, and we use the giant robot to be like, oh no, we'll save you, and then they won't fight.
What if we just used the giant robot to fight the Grand Master and then took all his shit?
What if we help this city that's tearing itself apart first, and then we go kill that guy?
Well, if we kill that guy, then we can help the city with like a snap of our fingers.
Yeah, but we kind of said that like we were gonna do that like tomorrow-ish, and if we're not here, they're gonna think we bailed, and that's pretty shitty.
But if we got them to help us steal the robot?
That might work.
Yeah, let's just convince them to postpone the revolution until we have a giant robot.
That's a pretty big bargaining chip.
And I'm not a scientist. I don't know how it's, and I definitely don't know how giant robots are powered, but I turned into like a volcano.
Are you suggesting that you could power the giant robot?
I'm throwing it out there. I don't know how it works. I'm just saying, like, if we don't have any other way, and that would suffice. I'm pretty sure I can get pissed enough.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
The plan is dumb, but the whole situation's dumb.
It's worth a dumb.
Okay, let's use Heather to emotionally manipulate the revolutionaries into helping us get the robot, and then we'll fight the Grandmaster.
Okay. I mean,
How are they going to help us get the robot?
they're gonna be a meat shield that we're gonna throw at whatever its defenders are.
No, I don't really like this plan anymore.
Didn't Marcus just leave to go get the robot?
I think he did, or at least get a look at it. He's got like the stealth thing. He'll be fine.
I thought he was going to go find the robot.
He's going to go get the coins to run his shit, guys.
Yeah, I was in screensaver mode. I'm not really. I thought he was going to get the robot, like to find the robot.
Okay, Marcus has those coins that he powers all of his shit off of, right?
Yeah.
He just teleported, and based on everything I've seen about his powers, that probably ate up whatever he had left. So he's refilling the gas tank.
Yeah. To go get the robot.
I mean, I guess Marcus kind of does whatever the fuck he wants these days, so I don't know.
I don't blame him. We're awful.
I was having a good time.
I mean, I'm having a great time, but
Yeah,
that
this
does,
isn't the worst day of my life.
but the fact
yeah.
is mutually exclusive.
Tiffy, your drugs are definitely wearing off.
Okay, whew. There it is. Whew.
That was really fun, wasn't it?
Yes, but now I'm starting to get tired and lose steam.
Yeah, I need a power nap.
Okay. So
Naps.
So let's take a couple hours and I guess make sense of our wretched existence.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put it off and sleep.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Regina just kind of like casually throws a fireball into the fireplace.
You can do that? Oh, you did burn people.
Like to death.
Oh.
Yeah, it was pretty to death.
And fails.
Oh,
It just
so she's
kind of.
like, aw.
It's just like several like embers just kind of poof out.
Running low on steam there, Reggie.
Yeah, well, cuddle puddle. Then we'll get there. She just kind of like goes over to the like fake fireplace like fire starter. I kind of forgot this thing ran on butane anyway.
Elves and their gas fireplaces. What will they
Wait,
think
they
of
have
next?
an active. Well, why don't they just run everything on renewable resources?
Because that would be emotional, or that would be ecologically responsible, and elves are dicks.
I'm kind of starting to get that impression. I always thought they were cool, and I never really understood why everyone gave them such a hard time when we were playing. But I'm kind of getting it.
Yeah.
To be fair, I think the lesson is that everybody's dicks if given enough unchecked power.
There.
You know, Reggie, I think you're absolutely right.
To be fair, I have only used my powers aside from the occasional joyriding to help people.
That's true.
That is true.
Those people are mostly myself and my friends, but other people too.
Your checks and balances are kind of built in, though.
Yeah, funny that.
See?
Regina like floops onto the bed and just kind of like does kicky feet while you're talking.
That reminds me, I should probably call up that at some point, maybe to after nap. After nap sounds good.
Yeah, I'm honestly about nap right now.
Shannon's like already asleep.
Oh, okay, why?
Shannon was like, I'm gonna take a power nap, and then just like dipped.
That was just
Well,
like,
we
good
see.
night, motherfucker.
We see how
pieced
easily
out with,
that conscience sleeps.
She like pieced out with like the Mogget, like parting words of "Wake me up when whatever bad thing that's about to happen happens."
That's accurate.
I mean, can't even blame her, really. Heather goes and finds a bed and just
Get your sleepy time.
crawls through.
The penthouse has one large bed as well as like a big like couch. But when I say one large bed, I mean like fantasy 4-poster bed size, so could easily contain like 8 people.
Oh, so it's like that fucking 9 foot by 12 foot fucking bed that exists.
Yes.
Oh, the ace
Jesus.
bed. Yeah.
You could fit so many dogs on this bed.
Yes. I don't mind communal napping. That sounds like fun.
Yep. You go slap.
Slap.
All right. Marcus, where did you teleport to?
In the hunt for gold.
Hunt for gold. Where are you hunting for gold?
Anywhere that shows up on my radar.
All right. Well, there is, say, there are a couple of clusters right now.
Mhm.
Go ahead and make me an intelligence check.
Nope.
There's one on the promenade, one in the Undercity, and one in the tower. But you don't know exactly where in any of those cases.
Going to the one that is closest first.
That would be the promenade.
I'll go in there first.
All right. You are in the promenade, and
Mhm.
I am changing the map.
Oh.
So yeah, you're on mid-level.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
Searching for the coin. Just walking just pretty much just walking like I'm looking for this one thing. Fuck everything else around me.
There are a lot of people on the street right now. People who are inside buildings, but are kind of like looking at. Like, there's some minor destruction on the middle level. It's nowhere near what happened in the Undercity, but like people are outside just talking about it,
Mm.
kind of freaked out. You don't see any obvious signs of fair gold, though.
Gonna try to scan again.
All right. Make me another intelligence check.
1.
So there's definitely going to be one in the northeastern sector of the city.
It's like, why am I addicted to these fucking coins as I'm heading in that direction? Shh.
All right. You arrive in the northeastern section of the city. It's a little less skyscrapery, a little bit more spread out, kind of like a normal kind of what you would imagine just like a normal American suburb, like outside of the city, would look like.
Uh-huh.
But there are still plenty of buildings. But a lot of them are much more utilitarian. Like, instead of like giant malls and stuff like that, there are like hospitals, fire stations, guard stations. It feels very like pseudo-Japanese,
Mm.
just with the city planning the way it looks.
Make a mental note. Still heading directly towards that coin.
So you've got a cluster of buildings where the coin may be. It's either going to be in the guard station, the hospital. It could be in, we'll say, a university, or what's a fun fourth building? Mortuary.
In a mortuary.
So it's in one of those 4 buildings.
Oh boy. Let's go with the campus.
Campus, okay. It's definitely after hours. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning right now. because you guys have definitely done a lot today. Went to a show, killed Vincent McMahon, went to a nightclub, punched Reggie's V card, survived an earthquake, ascended a tower. Like, a lot of stuff has happened tonight. It's very close to what would be sunrise if there were day-night cycles in this city.
Yep.
But yeah, nobody's really at the campus. It's dark. Doors are locked.
Normal locked or electronically locked?
Normal locked.
Motherfucker. Gonna
Would
scour.
you like a lock-picking tutorial? Your AI like begins scanning the like pin and tumbler lock. Make me a dexterity save.
1 success.
Well, fortunately for you, it's not a high security building, it's a school. So 1 success gets it.
Yeah.
You are able to, it takes you some time, but nobody's around, so you don't get caught. But you're able to unlock the door and get in.
All right. And the hunt continues.
So you get a layout of the building from like a nearby terminal.
Mhm.
And you get the feeling that the coin is probably somewhere in the faculty area. If your experience has taught you anything, it's that people tend to gravitate towards these things.
Heading towards the faculty area.
All right. Yeah, you get into the faculty area. It's broken down into offices just by like different teachers.
Mhm.
And then there's also like a break room.
Gonna check each of the offices before checking the break room.
So like you're rifling through desks and stuff, and you're coming up empty. You don't find anything.
Mhm. To the break room.
You go to the break room, and you actually do spot a glimmer of gold on one of the countertops.
Now, before I go in there like a goddamn crackhead, gonna check the rest of the surrounding area.
All right. Make me a wisdom saving, or not saving throw, wisdom check.
So
That's not too bad.
is- oh. Nope.
Yeah, you spend some time looking around, but honestly, you get the feeling that that's the only coin that's here.
All right. Heading directly for that coin.
All right, you get it.
Yay.
It's yours.
Yay.
That
One
being
down.
said, your system is still telling you that there's gold in the area, possibly in one of the other buildings.
Lead the way, head. Lead the way, AI system.
Make an intelligence check.
Think I burned all my good rolls to win. Oh, never mind. Two successes.
There is definitely an undetermined amount of gold in the hospital somewhere right now.
Oh boy. This is gonna be fun. All right, heading towards the hospital.
All right. The hospital is a normal hospital. As a back entrance for like faculty and staff.
Back entrance.
All right. The back entrance is weirdly not locked. It looks like it was. The door handle has actually been broken open.
It's a real crackhead.
Walk in cautiously.
All right. Make me a dexterity check.
3 successes.
The vampire doesn't notice you as it's draining patient. Well, I'm not going to say a patient. It's definitely draining somebody who was alive but isn't anymore.
Fuck. Not pulling out my gun. Not the gun. Just a normal gun.
It drops the person it's draining, and it heads over to a large refrigerator. It throws the lid open and it starts grabbing armfuls of blood bags.
Ooh, tech vampire. It's like that episode of fucking Galactic Star Rangers or whatever it's called. I can't remember. They got Princess Mira in it.
Just gonna loudly clear my throat.
So you hear the gross plastic slapping of the fluid-filled bags hitting the floor, and the vampire turns and faces you, and it's straight up just it's not even a Bela Lugosi vampire, or it's not one of those fashionable new vampires from Vampire the Masquerade. It's almost like Kane from
Soul Reaver?
Yeah, Soul Reaver.
Oh boy.
Long white hair, long ears, kind of sunken, hollow facial expression.
Sure.
All right, buddy. Look. I can kind of understand why you're here. But at the exact same time, I really wish you weren't. Look, this could go one of 2 ways. You can leave right now. And I mean leave right now. Or you can attack me. Bad things will happen. Maybe one of us will die. But sure shit ain't gonna be me.
The vampire still has a couple blood bags. He just jams his fangs into one bag, drains it dry, jams it into the other one, drains it dry, throws the bags onto the floor, and goes from Kane to Bane. And his body just puffs up with muscle, and he's like, "Get fucked, Scraghead."
All right, cowabunga it is then.
Oh fuck!
That's
Popping
Sarkis's
in the-
catchphrase.
Popping in the look, man, look. I really don't want to use this fucking coin right now. I am giving you the fucking option to leave, Juicehead. Please leave before I leave you in a pile of smoldering fucking ash. I'm trying to be reasonable with you, dog. Just leave. Just fucking leave.
Do you recognize this song?
Oh my god.
It sounds familiar to me.
I've heard this somewhere before.
A little bit, yeah.
It's the coffin dance.
That's where it is.
Oh, wow.
All right, with that, we're going to go ahead and take a quick 10-minute break. And when we come back, it'll be Marcus versus Count Roidula,
Yikes.
while everyone else takes a nap.
Yay, nappy nap.
Right.
Alrighty, we will see you in just a moment.
Mm-hmm.
And we're back.
Welcome back, everybody. All right. So before the break, we had a confrontation between Marcus and a very large now vampire. But we'll see how that plays out. Marcus, go ahead and roll initiative.
2 successes.
We're going to go by the total number instead of successes.
Okay.
So it's going to be you, then him.
All right.
You're up first.
Still basically telling us, like, look, we don't need to fight. I just need you to leave. I'm still doing the still trying to be semi-diplomatic and not very, very upset.
He looks at you for a moment as if he's considering your offer. He clenches his fist and he takes a step towards you, and it looks like he's going to swing on you. But he stops and grabs his midsection and vomits up a bunch of blood.
Ooh, gross.
It looks like
Not having a good time there, buddy.
the dead man's blood effect works in this world.
Oh.
He crouches down and kind of growls low as he undergoes some very uncomfortable detransformation effects, and he puffs back down into like normal body size as he just keeps throwing up blood.
Looks like whatever you ate didn't agree with you there, buddy. Kind of should have taken my offer.
He holds a hand up to you and he's like, "Wait."
Look, man, you got 2 seconds to explain yourself right now.
After that earthquake, there's gonna be a lockdown on the city's blood supply. I gotta get this stuff back to my progeny.
Look, right now, I'm trying to solve that whole little problem. So, is there a way for you to not cause a problem? Because, you kind of already killed somebody.
Yeah, man.
You broke into this hospital. I was kind of hoping that, I could just walk in, get what I needed, get the fuck out. Nope, not anymore.
You notice as he pushes his hair back, some of which is now stained with the ill-gotten blood. He's wearing a couple gold chains that have fair gold on them. All
right, Chuckles. This is how it's gonna go. You're gonna give me those gold chains you got. Then you're gonna fucking leave. All right?
You're gonna take my chains?
Look, man, you can hand them to me, or I can take them off your fucking.
No. It's fine. It's fine. You can have them. He pulls them off over his head and like hands them over to you.
Takes it.
Cool. We good?
Yeah, we good. Get the fuck out.
He grabs as many blood bags as he can carry.
Put them down.
I gotta feed my kids, man. Come on.
Motherfucker. You already killed someone. If you didn't kill anybody and just came in here, knocked someone out, took the blood bags, I would not have a fucking problem with this. Too late. You killed somebody. I kind of have a problem with this right now. So
he was dead when I got here.
Bullshit.
Well, then.
All right, maybe I hit him. It was an accident.
Bullshit. Drop the bags. Leave right now.
But his little vampy babies, Corey.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Fine. This just means I'm gonna have to get blood from somewhere else.
All right.
Why are you dumb?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Here's what you like about
Where are you going to get said blood from?
I don't know yet. My plan was the blood bank.
Are you going to kill other people to go get this blood?
Man's got to do what a man's got to do.
Look, you're kind of tiptoeing that edge of walking out of here alive. I'm giving you this option to walk out of here without harming anyone else. Period.
Yeah, you have my
And
word.
you're
I'm not going
sitting-
to hurt anyone on the way out.
No. I mean, you're not going to hurt anyone else today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and believe me, I will fucking find you. If you hurt anyone else, or if I catch wind of it, because I will find you. And I will literally kill every fucking one of you. Every one that you've made. Before pulling a bullet between your fucking eyes. Alright?
Jesus.
Yeah, man.
Leave.
All right. He walks out.
That's fucking rough, man. He got babies to feed, Corey.
He ain't killing nigga. He be alright.
You ain't mean to kill nobody.
I mean, it should be right now. Marcus ain't in the right headspace.
He really not. Mark is being a doo-doo right now. Give him the book, Josh.
Just taking the coins off.
Yeah, you get 3 of them.
Okay. I think that's enough.
The AI doesn't detect any more coins in this cluster, though there are still 2 other clusters, one in the tower and one in the Undercity.
Heading in the tower direction any fucking way.
All right. Other group. What do you do when you wake up from your nap, and when do you wake up from your nap?
I'm sure elf phones have like alarms on them. We can sleep for a couple hours, I guess.
Did you guys set an alarm?
I didn't think about it. That's
All right.
future Tippy's problem.
I would prefer all of us like that.
Yeah.
So it's around 3:30 a.m. when you guys go to sleep. And since nobody sets an alarm, we'll say
Sunrise.
Even soccer.
Yeah. Well, there is no sunrise, but let's see. Who is the most responsible out of the 4 of us?
It's
Reggie, Heather, Tiffy, and Shannon.
Yeah.
Shannon, roll a 1d12. All right, so it's 10 o'clock. It's 10:30 when everybody wakes up.
Is it because Shannon wakes up and then wakes everybody else up?
Yeah. Shannon, technically, it is just Shannon who wakes up at 10 o'clock.
Oh, so you're just gonna kick people and be like, get the fuck out of bed.
No, she's actually nice about it. She lightly taps you guys.
Mm.
Regina kind of like wiggles left and right, and she's like, "Should I use a cheat coin for breakfast?"
Are
How about
they?
a hangover cure?
Okay.
You know what? I was gonna say no, maybe conserve them, but nah, go ahead.
Can you use elf magic to just magic up breakfast?
Can I berate an employee into just bringing it to us?
Okay,
I mean-
Karen.
Wait a minute, that's a good point. I could probably just cast a spell. Hang on.
Can we order it?
We could order it if you want to be like mundane about it.
I mean, we have basically unlimited money.
Right there.
All right, fine.
And not unlimited magic or special coins. from the arcade machine.
I don't care what happens, but I need an Eggs Benedict and a Bloody Mary.
You know what?
Yeah, I'm good with that plan.
Marley, maybe.
Maybe also a shot of whiskey.
It's early, guys. That's really bad for your liver.
You guys can order whatever you want.
The shot of whiskey is for the hangover, Tiffy.
And I'll say it'll take about 45 minutes for all of it to get there.
I'm gonna get a pancake that has like it's a blueberry pancake. It's got a little smile in it. It's got bacon.
Aw.
Like one of those big pancakes, like size of your fucking head.
You can order whatever you want except fish. The Piscomancers Guild is helping out in the Undercity relief.
How?
They're
Yeah, they're
summoning
feeding
fish.
Yeah, they're fish.
I guess they have to feed people. I was gonna say, how are fish gonna move all of the rubble? I'm just like, what?
Did you ever see that one Junji Ito comic with the shark on the robot legs?
Mm-mm.
Never mind. Marley, what gives you the right to be so cute? Who told you could do that? Sweet baby. I love this cat, y'all. He's super sweet.
Do you have a favorite cat, or is that blasphemy?
I would say I tolerate them all equally.
Tolerate. That's a strong feeling.
They're cats. You tip over a dumpster, you'd be up to your nipples in cats.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Who's good, baby? You are.
Is Marley the one with a dick on his face or half a dick on his face?
Full dick.
I forgot that's what he looks like.
We got him and him brother for $5.
Oh. Is his brother the half dick face?
His brother is the half dick, yes.
And back on track.
Yeah, so everybody does their wake up, puts on a little makeup because you wanted to.
Or a lot, because you wanted to.
But
Why
yeah,
aren't my keys up on the table?
why aren't they? Because nobody needs keys. Because none of you have a car.
I don't feel like any of us have a car.
Not in Elfland. But yeah, you're all cognizant and awake. Today's the day of the big bombing.
Oh yeah, I should probably talk about that with the dude man. I should probably call him.
Yeah, maybe.
Let me call him real quick.
Okay, you call Don Slagash.
Cool. He's saved in my phone as Don Valjean.
I know he is.
Don, how are things going down there?
Everybody down here is ready.
Okay, so Marcus got a meeting with the whoever they are up there. I don't care. So we're gonna pause the bomb finger real quick and see if we can't talk out some peaceful terms. But if they end up going buck, I'll let you guys know.
It's just silence on the other end.
It's hello?
Maybe we should have nominated a better communicator.
So, okay, let me rephrase that. I'm sorry. It's been a wild night. So basically, our other Paragon that you haven't met yet, Marcus, was able to get into the tower and set up a meeting. So we're going to have diplomacy. So have the bombs on standby in case, shit goes south. We are hoping to pull for, less bloodshed. I believe everyone said that was like the better option. Like
Hey,
we're
you near
still
a TV?
going.
Are you near a television?
No, I can be. 1 second, Reggie.
Is he on speaker?
Where's the? Yeah. Let me put you on speaker. Where's the TV, Reggie?
She grabs the remote and turns it on. It's just like in the living room, the common room.
Okay.
Why? What does he want?
I don't know. What's up with the TV?
Turn to channel 10.
Channel 10.
Reggie turns it over. There is a enormous undead Tarask making its way towards Nadara.
What the fuck is that?
What in the fresh hell is this?
We didn't do that?
We didn't do that. That's not us.
Does
Well,
Marcus see this off in the distance
Good
from where
news.
he is?
Marcus went to deploy the Tarask repellent system.
Yes, that happened. So apparently, under the tower that we were gonna blow up, there is a giant anti-Tarask mech suit that our friend went to go get to procure for the revolution. However, now seems like a great time to use it.
So the undead Tarask. Are any of you familiar with Death Ray from D&D?
No.
All right. So it rears its head back and it kind of charges up this cold, icy blue energy source on the inside of its body, and then it emits this ray that cuts, like it bisects Nidara. And anything that the ray touches, and it passes through buildings, it passes through the walls of the ship. Anything it touches turns to dust.
That's
One-
a problem.
One of the drones starts flying closer because that's how they're getting the news feed is from a drone. And it appears that there is a man mounted on the back of this zombie Tarask.
Who the fuck is that?
Let me see if I can get a good picture here.
Now, before that, is Marcus anywhere near any of this, or has he seen this whole thing go down?
No, he hasn't been able to see that because the Tarask being outside of the city means it's outside of the ship.
So he hasn't seen the laser beam.
That you will see. You'll see like a blue laser beam kind of like cut through part of the ship and just instantly drop a bunch of buildings. And what you see riding the Tarask is basically this.
I'm sorry?
Oh,
What
sorry.
the fuck is that?
Loud Piccolo screaming.
Yeah.
Reggie drops the remote and just like her jaw drops.
What? I start smacking her. What? What is it? What?
Oh fucko 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 fucko
I
fucko.
know we have a case of the oh shit so fucks. What is it, Reggie?
It's the Grandmaster.
What the? Why?
Oh, he came to us. Is he here and he's just like, I heard you was talking shit?
Hey Heather, pick up your phone.
This was not. I was not ready for this part of the plan yet. I was trying to save the martyrs of Midgard.
Heather does answer her phone when it rings.
What the fuck is happening?
That's the Grandmaster?
So we have to fight peasants, we have to fight elves, and then a Tarask, and then the Grandmaster.
I guess this is,
This is a good remix.
I guess this is the boss fight?
Or maybe we can get the elves to help us. Seems pretty
Fuck
pressing.
them elves.
Man, let's take what we can get. This thing is
Someone-
fucking up everybody.
Someone explain to me what the fuck is going down. There's a laser. What the fuck happened?
It's
Marcus,
a death ray.
the Grandmaster's riding an undead Tarask. So, do you have Mecha Godzilla or not?
Moving faster. Moving faster.
Shannon just picks up her spear and she's like, I have not had breakfast yet.
That's
This is a
fair.
good remix of this song.
Is that where we wrap?
That is where we were at.
Oh, this is
I...
terrible and awesome at the same time.
Alright, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Adios.
Bye.
Oh, we're so